Hi there, welcome to Teaspoon Retro. I'm your host, Teaspoon, and today I'll be taking a little look at Chantal's huge 4-hour marathon Rage Fest. Yes, she's declared Rage 2025, or No Rage 2025 is done. Here cometh Rage 2025, the rage to end all rages. Well, strap in and let's take a look.
How can I be on a tourist visa? They contradict themselves. They're mentally regarded, okay? How am I going to be on a tourist visa?
Literally a couple of minutes into this live stream and I can already smell the overwhelming stench of bullshit. Oh, I know. He's gone about this tourist visa again, and quite frankly, it's a very tired argument. Foodie, you are on a tourist visa. You've been on a tourist visa for at least the past 2 years. Back and forth, 3 months, regular as clockwork. If you haven't turned up in Thailand or Canada, then you've been crossing the border, disappearing for a couple of days in very dubious circumstances, just to pop back up again and go, hi! Don't want to hear about your lies, Foodie, about what visa you're on. We know what visa you're on, so shh.
But rent a fucking apartment here on a monthly basis on a contract. Tina, hello. Ain't gonna happen. Dumbass.
Oh, don't we all miss the wild theatrics of Foodie swinging crazily from one emotion to the other, screaming and swearing in one breath, and then exclamating in super happy voice the next, in sort of like, go fuck yourselves, hey teardrop. It's quite frankly alarming.
Anyway, our rent is not $1,700. It's $1,380. It's 300 KD a month. It amazes me, Salah, every time. And then that person on that Lucy fat bitch.
Now, we've seen these so-called bank statements that she's put up on her community post, which has since disappeared. Like all posts with Foodie, generally tend to disappear very quickly. And it's entirely useless as any form of evidence. When you normally have anything like a bank statement, it will always clearly specify who the payment is going to. Because otherwise, if not, how on earth would you ever be able to say to any creditor that you have, I sent you that payment? So it has to be specific. So like all your direct debits that come out, they all clearly state which company they're going to. So you can dispute it if you need to. Or if they say, well, you've not had your money. And you go, well, you have. There's the payment going from my bank to you. That's clearly your company name. So miscellaneous payment doesn't cut it, to be honest. It could be absolutely bloody anything. I mean, if you are paying your taxes, Chantal, surely you'd want absolute, unequivocal, clear evidence that that is actually a payment that's going to pay off your taxes. I certainly wouldn't leave anything like that to chance. So this miscellaneous payment, I think, is something that Foodie has implemented herself, sort of like a standing order of a sort, where every month she sends money to Salah's account from her own, because she doesn't have a bank account, so she's got no access to her own money in that regard. So she's transferring a set amount to Salah every month to cover rent and a car payment. And quite frankly, there's some stuff coming up about that I really don't believe either, but we'll get into that as it comes to it.
You're gonna sit there and ask how much Teardrop weighs? 1, she's a better person than all of you in that support group. 2, she's better looking and she's thinner. Cope and seethe.
I vehemently disagree, absolutely on every single level. Teardrop is just a bigger POS as you are, Chantal. She's an animal abuser, just like you. So, no, we don't have to like her. Hope that was made clear enough for you.
I don't know, Volpe. I think I've been holding in the rage and now I'm letting it out, okay? And this is how I do it. Everyone else can have their opinion on something. Why have I been holding it? Like, and then people are like, why are you picking on Lucy's looks? Why are you making it about looks? Because that's what she does. She gets up on panel looking like FF Jabba in 20 years, same frog gullet, and has the nerve to ask about our weight. You are fatter, okay? So, like, these people are delusional, and they sit there wondering, is she going to Canada? Is she going to bring Salah to Canada? Who cares? It's not your business. Hey, Jackie. Hi, Teardrop. It's not your business. Does it matter? Does it matter? If I want to bring my husband to my country, I'll fucking do it.
Computer says no.
Sorry to rain on your parade, Foodie, but I think the Canadian Immigration Services would probably have something to say about that. So it's not entirely down to you. You'd have to convince immigration. And as they're tightening their rules right now, you've got about as much chance as getting Salah into Canada as you have of dropping £200 in the next week.
And no, you don't have to pay off your taxes. You're allowed to have debt, okay?
Again, Foodie, the complication in your case is the fact that you've got 2 bankruptcies. And if those bankruptcies are undischarged, you cannot sponsor someone coming over to Canada. So again, Salah would have to stay where he is.
Like, you just can't be bankrupt. That's it.
These 3 words mean you're getting busy. Whoop, there it is, Hitman.
I rest my case.
Let our queen live. No, the no rage is off. The no rage is off, okay? I look natural? Yeah, I need to put my moisturizer on.
You don't want to wash your face first? No?
These people call me a liar because I failed to follow a diet.
Nobody calls you a bad person because you failed at a diet or you're not following a diet. They call you out on your bullshit when you blatantly lie about it, Foodie.
But listen to this. A lie, okay, for those of Gore World who are dumb, most of them, a lie is saying something you know is not true and you're purposely trying to deceive somebody. So failing on a diet doesn't make you a liar, okay? It means you have issues with food, and I wouldn't even say weak willpower because...
You just said it yourself, Foodie. A lie is something you say, a statement that you make with the intent to deceive. And that's exactly what you did when you pretended that you were going back on your healthy eating plan, when you claimed you only had one little lonely McMuffin in the car and everybody knew you'd had more because you were eating it so slowly, yet claimed to be starving. And we've all seen how fast you can take burgers down.
It doesn't mean you're a fucking liar. So every day that I say that I'm going to do something, I have the intention of doing it, not the intention to deceive.
That is one big pile of shit.
Okay? Beep, beep. We just call out your behavior. Oh yeah, so you have a whole panel talking about my diets, my bankruptcy, my visa, my marriage.
Chantal, these were all things that you brought to your channel. You brought your marriage to your channel, your relationship with Salah. You brought your downfalls in that relationship to the internet when he cheated on you numerous occasions. You've made your weight part of your content. So when you turn around and say, oh, these people, they keep bringing up stuff and I don't want them to be bringing up things because, you know, I mean, they think they're going to pick apart my lies and I'm a really shit liar, but, you know, but I'm smarter and prettier than 90% of YouTube. So, you know, and just because I say it, that means it goes. Your bankruptcy and your visa. Sorry, I should say your bankruptcies and your visa. You've made that part of your content. We can only discuss the points that you bring to your channel. So if you don't want these things discussed, Chantal, I would kindly suggest that you either A, stop talking about any of them, or B, get off the internet. Because guess what? Everybody's entitled to opinion, and that includes the reaction channels, everybody that watches. We're all entitled to an opinion, and no matter how much you kick and scream, you are not going to change our opinions on you one iota.
And then, another reason I'm a liar is because apparently, according to them, in their opinion, I lie about my weight. No. Your opinion isn't fact. I've actually showed so much. I don't care, Danielle. That's between me and God, not you. So go get fucked.
Well, here's a factoid for you, Foodie. Pete himself has said that you tampered with the scales back in the villa. So there we go.
I've proven many times, my weight on many different scales around the world.
Steady on there, Judith Chalmers. You've only been to a handful of different places. Canada, obviously your country of origin, Kuwait, Cuba, and Thailand. Hardly scales from around the world, is it?
Mons, why are they obsessed with my weight when they're fatter? Or fat? Oh, sorry. I heard someone say it's because they're not death fat status. First of all, death fat is so gross. Like,
well, if you find the term death fat triggering, Foodie, what about super morbidly obese? Because that's what in fact you are. You are morbidly obese. Your weight has reached a level at which your organs are under terrific strain. You've spoken numerous times about your problems with blood clots on the lungs, your asthma, your sleep apnea, your problems with your enlarged heart, your enlarged liver, the problems with your kidneys. The list goes on and on.
how do people like Lucy, who are literally death fats, sit in the support group and listen to Yaba talk shit and so derogatory about overweight women? Like, you have no fucking brain in your head. Who cares if I don't commit to anything?
Oh, I don't know, Foodie. Maybe your Beezers, who've invested time and time again in you as a person and the belief that you can make the changes you need to. Salah, you claim he cares for you so much, so surely Salah cares whether you commit and stick to anything. Your family, they care if you stick to things or commit to things.
Who cares? You've never failed a diet? Are you kidding? Everyone would be skinny if it was so fucking easy. Who cares if I don't commit to anything? How does that affect your life? How does that make me a bad person just because I don't diet or I can't stick to a diet?
Failing a diet doesn't make you a bad person. Of course it doesn't. Lots of people have failed their diets. But what makes you a bad person, Foodie, is when you out and out deceive people with the steps you're going to take, knowing all the time that you have no intention of following through on those commitments. And that's where the difference lies.
Like, they say these really derogatory, incriminating, defamatory statements like that with no fucking proof. You can't just go around accusing someone of being a pedophile, a sex trafficker, all these things that you people like to just throw around. Are you serious? Actually, Yaba likes to call people pedophiles, like, gaining ground. The only person that's ever been a proven pedophile in the community is your fucking baby daddy, bitch. So shut up.
Foodie, I can remember that you yourself have defended PDFs. Karate Joe, for example, who was still a member of your community and was your mod, your internet husband, as you called him, at the time. And you stood up for him and said, leave the guy alone, he's done his time. He's done his time, yeah? So he's all right now, okay? You've made defamatory statements on numerous occasions when you say that FFG killed her dogs. And no, she didn't. She had her pets euthanized because it was kinder at that stage to let them go than it was to prolong their suffering. And it's a terrible, terrible dilemma that owners go through when they're forced to make that decision of whether or not to euthanize a beloved pet. And before you say, oh, I was going to have BBJ euthanized because she was a really, really old cat and she got so many things wrong with her and it would have been kinder to let her go. No, you starved BBJ. You starved that cat purposely, so the cat was weaker and you were preparing for that end-of-life consult and you wanted BBJ gone. The medical issues that you talk of are all connected to sheer neglect. The nails that are grown into the pads of her feet, out and out, absolute neglect. The kidney infection that was running rampant, again, sheer inaction and neglect by yourself.
Karate Joe. Yeah, but he was gone. He was gone from the community. He'd been gone, bye. And I didn't have kids with him. He was a mod. I don't know who the hell he is. Do I research all you people? No. Ja Rule. They all sound the same. Even Lucy. Well, you know, I don't like Foodie Beauty because she can't stick to a diet. Ma'am, you have 5 cheeseburgers hiding in that gullet. Neither can you. Alright? Just saying.
Foodie, why are you coming after someone who just happens to be a member of Yaba's chat? She's never directly said anything to you, so why are you coming after her in the way that you are? And you're doing what you always do, going after other people's looks.
So anytime, so you can have a whole panel of people talking shit about me. Bitch, your whole entire channel is a walking TOS. You are one manual review away from losing your entire support group. Maybe Lucy can house you. It's against TOS, exactly. And I'm reporting that.
Chantal, you're treading on extremely thin ice because your TOS violations are so many and so numerous that if YouTube acted upon those violations, your channel would have been gone months ago.
I bet you Lucy does nothing but sit and clip food coupons all day, watching Scabadoo. That's their highlight of their day.
Why are you shaming someone for cutting out coupons, Chantal? I wonder how many of your Beezers cut out coupons and rely upon coupons to save a little bit of money. Oh, I could imagine there's probably very many people who cut out coupons and use coupons on a regular basis to save money. Who wouldn't? So why are you trying to shame somebody over that? I have no idea.
Like, what does Lucy, the mascot of the support group, get out of watching somebody shit on fat people all day when she's a friggin' heifer? Like, I don't get it.
Foodie, do you remember when your channel last got taken down temporarily because you were bullying another member of the Girl World community? You were being derogatory towards Karali? You were being derogatory towards Kalari? You're doing it again with Lucy. So just letting you know that your stream's probably been reported for that. So be careful. Like I say, treading on thin ice. You've never been able to control your mouth, Foodie, and it always gets you into trouble.
No, I don't have diabetic retinopathy. I've had an eye exam not even a year ago, so...
Foodie, one can easily assume that being as it took you 7 months to go and get an A1C update reading, that you are equally remiss in other essential diabetes appointments that you should have been attending regularly. And the eye exam is a very important one of those. Just because a year ago your eyes were fine doesn't mean they're fine now. They are noticeably, continuously leaking. You've complained of pain in them. Your vision has definitely got worse because you're constantly squinting at the chat. You complain you can't see where you're going half the time. You're mounting curbs and taking off over speed bumps because you simply don't see them. So there is obviously problems with your eyesight. Now, it's up to you, isn't it? If you want to continue to stick your head in the sand and not believe what thousands of people have been trying to tell you, that there is an obvious problem with your eyes, a serious problem that can have permanent consequences, right? Once you lose your sight in your eyes, you can't get it back, okay? It's not like getting your channel back after it got taken down. It's not that easy, and it doesn't happen. So it's up to you, isn't it? Like I say, continue to stick your head in the sand, fine, but don't come crying to the internet and to your Beezers and looking for sympathy when it all goes horribly wrong.
Why are people diagnosing me? Like, are you an eye doctor? Are you a doctor at all? No. Like, I had an eye exam. I paid $40 for them to do an eye exam for diabetes, okay? My eyes are fine. I have to test my blood sugar anyways, but I'm not telling you what it is. Send me $50, I'll show you. You saw the debts I have to pay. $1,700 a month.
It's all about the money.
Why not? This information ain't free, buddy. Still doing members only Mondays? I don't know. Nobody watches.
It's all about the money.
Shock horror. Yet another commitment that Foodie can't keep to.
Can you show us getting out of the boat in Thailand? No, Salah didn't let me. Because another guy helped me out. I'm telling you. That's one thing. Yeah, no. Arab men are jealous.
Yes, Salah is so jealous, isn't he? So concerned about you that he lets you wander around unaccompanied late at night in Kuwait.
I'm not doing too well with healthy eating. I start off the day eating healthy, or I'll have like a really healthy meal, but then I'll be starving. Like the healthy meal I posted yesterday, I didn't do too bad actually, but can you do Susan Boyle? I haven't heard her. Doesn't she looks like Pierce Morgan with a dollar store gray wig. No, she looks like the pigeon lady from Home Alone. The pigeon lady is cute.
Leave Susan Boyle alone, Foodie. Gosh, I bet you were a playground bully, weren't you? Yeah, I think you certainly were. You come off as one. Oh, guys, I never come after anybody and their looks. And then you're doing exactly that. Taking the mickey out of a woman who has more talent at singing in her pinky finger than you do throughout your bulbous body. I'll put a little clip here just to illustrate what I mean. I won't be able to put the full clip in, but what I will do is I'll post a link in the description so that you can go and check it out on YouTube, and you can see all the other videos relating to Susan Boyle as well. Susan Boyle was judged very heavily by how she looked, and Foodie Beauty thinks she can do the same, and I'm just putting her straight on it. You can't, love. You can't even come close to the talent that this lady has got.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by. When things like life was living.
Didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. I was young and unafraid. When dreams are made and used and wasted, there was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers come with their voice as soft as thunder, as they tear your hopes apart, as they turn your dreams to
Come see Mom. She was sleeping on the treadmill. No, no, no. Shh. Shh. Don't resist. It's okay. You're purring. Why don't you love Mom?
Jesus, Foodie, can't you get the point? She doesn't want to be near you. She doesn't like being handled and picked up. Every fibre of her expression and being screams, "Oh goodness, guys, can you get me out of here? Oh no, these blooming monstrosities got hold of me again. And oh gosh, the farts, I tell you. Oh, it's such evil farts. And I'm suffocating in here, and I just wish someone would open the window. Please let me out of this woman's grasp."
You love Mom? You don't love Mom? You hate Mom. Why do you hate Mom? Did Anime disappear because you found out he was selling the private content you sold him and uploading it to another platform to profit off of himself? Didn't happen. I never even talked to him off the platform ever. Like outside of the chat, never.
Liar!
Tell you, my cat doesn't like to get picked up ever. Shoot, I don't have a lap to jump in. And why haven't I talked to him outside of YouTube? Because I'm married.
Can't help but notice Foodie's rapid eye blinking here, which is well connected to lying. Liar who has feelings of guilt about what they're feeling, the lie that they're telling. It will be accompanied by fast blinking. In scientific terms, this is known as the blink hedonia hypothesis. Negative hedonia, that is unpleasant feelings.
I'm not doing the sugary drinks or eating anything with like sugar
That is one big pile of shit.
unless it has a lot of fiber and natural sugar, because I tested my blood sugar after eating those cookies. Cameo, you go to Cameo, check the link in my description, it's all there. But you go to Cameo, look for Foodie, and I'm there.
Oh, Foodie, I thought you'd cured your leaky eyes. That's what you were telling us the other day.
And one of the things, like, I don't know if this was diet related. I thought it was allergies. It could be maybe food allergy. I don't know. I know I haven't been, I'm just fresh starting, but already, like, I notice my eyes are not watery. Like, my eyes haven't leaked all day and all yesterday. Like, what? Like, I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know why, but yeah, they haven't leaked whatsoever. So, why did Salah get mad about the Lulu? Because I was talking too much to the guy. He thought I was having a conversation, but I was trying to get him to understand. I want Wahad Lulu. And he kept pointing to the fantastic, so eventually I just said fantastic. But I only had 10 KD. Hey, Pajami, I only had 10 KD. So, He didn't have enough change. But he gave me most of the change back. I think I gave him a little tip, that's all. But whatever. So that's sweet. That's like, just look up at, it's like a meme on TikTok. You marry or you're dating an Arab man. Just look at dating an Arab man, POV, and it's like, they're like that. I don't know. Culturally, they're jealous creatures. They're jealous people, you know? Especially if you're, like, Muslim. You're not going to see any niqabis here. You know, like, laughing with, talking to men. It's not going to happen. Creatures. I hate jealousy. Does jealousy turn you on? Yeah, it does a little bit. Like, aren't you worried if your man is not jealous? That, let's say, okay, bye Jane. Let's say you're out somewhere, let's say you're in an elevator with your man, there's another man in there, and he looks at you and goes, ooh, nice ass. And your husband does nothing. Are you gonna be like, do you not even care? Do you not, like...
I would suggest, Foodie, that stems from your own insecurities. That if Salah isn't constantly running to you and defending you and beating men up who say the slightest thing or even give you a sideways glance, I would say that's more of a you problem. People who are secure in their relationships with each other don't even think about stuff like that. They don't worry about it because they know they only have eyes for each other.
Jealousy went out the door years ago. Yeah, teardrop. And I find it's a cultural thing I find with Arab men. I find that white men are not really. Bibi wasn't jealous. Do you know when we went to the bars together, how many dudes would hit on me? Actually, there was one time he jumped over a table because one guy was really, he was really being lewd.
Sure, Jan.
But other than that, and Pete's, you think? No jealous men. I told off a few women at the bar who were talking to Bibi. Yep. I did the whole, let's go outside.
Sure, Jan.
I eat healthy too, but not all the time, like...
Sure, Jan.
You know, I'm trying to find a way to get away with eating what I want, but still not spike my blood sugars, maybe.
Hate to break it to you, Foodie, but there's no way. No, there's no way you can continue to eat what you like and it not have an effect on your blood sugars.
I gotta find his wallet now.
Let's see it again in super slow motion.
What, Larry? What? If your splooge is this color, ew.
I have two things to say to that. One is, ew, and why are you talking about bodily fluids, Chantal? Especially those sort of bodily fluids. I don't think that's very pious of you to do so. Also, I'm not here for the Unicity spiel, so I'm going to skip it.
You want to see how I put my shoes on? I can put my shoes on standing up and put on my socks.
Right, well, we didn't actually see how you put your shoes on, Chantal, so thanks for that. Also, those shoes look a bit worn in, shall we say, or worn out.
Thanks, Hugo.
Didn't think to clean the cat hair off your hijab before leaving? No?
I always press both elevators to see which one comes first. Bismillah.
Gosh, that breathing is so bad today. How this isn't a wake-up call, I'll never
What's that,
understand, to be honest.
Oh, how much for Cameo? $30. But it goes towards a good cause.
I think I can smell shite.
Really? Do tell, Chantal, what is this good cause that you're contributing your Cameo money towards? I'd love to know.
Are there any cats around?
Run.
It rained yesterday, but that's it. I can't wake him up and tell him. But I can message him now. Here's the Tigo 7 Pro Max.
Oh, look, you guys. It's the Cherry Tigo Pro 7 Max. Did I tell you guys about the features this car comes with? It comes with air conditioning, its own satellite navigation system, electric windows, sumptuous leather seats, and its very own personal fire extinguisher. Perfect for those hot, Kuwaiti days when the car spontaneously combusts and you need to put the fire out in a hurry. Isn't it just marvellous, you guys? It's fantastic, isn't it? It's the best SUV ever.
Hold on. I have to adjust the seat again. Salah puts the seat all the way back. He's sleeping. He'll be sleeping for a little bit longer. Hold on, guys. It's kind of hot right now. Don't tell me it's getting hot already. Frig. Let's see if that does it. Ugh. Oh. Ow. Hi. Hi. Hate being fat.
Evidently not enough to do something about it.
Oh. Too close. Yeah, that's better. What? He turned the AC off? What is he thinking? Friggin' normies. Don't.
Getting into a car shouldn't be this much of a struggle. For me, that would be a huge wake-up call. But unfortunately for Chantal, or no event will be enough to serve as a wake-up call.
May he never reach you or Salah's private domicile. Ew. The sticker on the window? I don't know. I have no clue. I was thinking falafel for breakfast, and maybe a Tim Hortons coffee because I can get sugar-free. And Starbucks is too expensive.
Tell us you're broke without telling us you're broke.
Canada Bees. I'm not going to Canada for my birthday. You want to send me the money?
But Chantal, surely your husband, being the business owner that he is, with the fragrance empire that he owns, you know, and he doesn't even need to work really, he just collects the money. Surely he could afford to send you to Canada.
I don't think Salah would let me go. He didn't want me. I had to beg to go last time.
It's an interesting little nugget to come out with, Chantal. That Salah won't let you go. That you had to beg him last time. Call me cynical, but I'm just wondering if this isn't some sort of setup for later down the line when she says Salah was so controlling, he wouldn't let me do this, I couldn't do that, wasn't allowed contact with my family, etc, etc. We shall see, I guess.
I had to get my aunt to message him. She really wanted to see me. I hate when the car owner uses the car because then I have to adjust the frickin' mirrors. Alright, there we go. Whoa. I think it's going to be maintenance bees for the Sherry. Sherry Beezer, going through the desert, looking for falafel. Yeah, I don't know if I could learn I mean, after a certain age, you're best to learn languages. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's easier when you're a kid, you know? After that, it's freaking hard.
Chantal, one of these days you're going to cause an accident because you're clearly not paying attention to the road in front of you. You were so late stopping at the red light that you crossed the line and onto the pedestrian crossing itself. This is why it's against TOS to stream whilst driving, because it's a dangerous distraction. And you flout the rules thinking you know better and you can do anything you want. And one of these days, it's going to have dire consequences.
Wow, it is a gorgeous day. Yeah, I remember Nina saying it really doesn't rain very much. In the summer, probably hardly ever, but in the winter, a few times. But it really doesn't. It's always sunny, and right now it's 18 degrees Celsius, which is too warm for me. I wish it was 15. But what can you do? It's better than 54 that's coming up in the summer. The hottest day, like, is in the 50s. The hottest days here. It's crazy. Like, for real. The 50s is just deadly. It's not like a humid heat, but it's like a dry, hot desert heat. I don't like it. Even Salah, he goes out to the store and he comes back and his shirt is soaked almost. It's crazy. Yeah, there's a falafel place up here. I guess I'll get falafel. Save the maybe junkier meal for dinner tonight. They have restaurants there too. Whoops, what was that? Oh, my Unicity fell! The hell, my Unicity! Now I gotta get out of the car because my arms are like T-Rex arms and I can't reach it. Chili's is expensive. You guys, we have a budget, okay? Like, Salah makes me stick to a budget for food and stuff. The baseline is like, if we're gonna eat out, like we try not to go over 5 KD for eating out, but sometimes it usually ends up being like 10 KD sometimes. But sometimes it's only 2 or 3. It just depends on the day. A lot of marriages in like Salah's culture, they're like arranged. Tinder, yeah, it's not legal, but I'm sure people use it, right? I did my hair really nice actually the other day, so I was like, wow. My sister gave me like a nice curling wand, and it's long enough, so I put some nice wavy curls in it, and I put a little bit only of the less is more with the hair fibers, and then I hairspray, and it looked really nice.
Sure, Jan.
I forgot the router. Yep. Hey, plain cheeseburgers. How are you? Here I am. Once again. Oops. Look at the cool decorations. Shukran. Thank you. Let's drink some Unicity fiber first.
It always fascinates me how Chantal chews things that are liquid and can be swallowed, and swallows things that need chewing.
I wear them when I'm driving, watching movies, stuff like that. I don't need them to see up close. So.
Chantal, judging by the squinting that you're doing whenever you try and read the chat, you need reading glasses, so you can't see things up close either.
So I got a couple of super falafel sandwiches. So they put falafel, tahini, pickle, eggplant, French fries. I forget whatever else. I think the coffee will give me the run, so I don't really want to risk it, you know?
Wasn't the coffee that gave you the runs, Chantal? It was all the other greasy stuff that you'd eaten off camera that did it.
Okay, hold on, guys. I have to use Wi-Fi because my router's not working, and I don't know why. I don't know if Salah paid the friggin' bill. No, it's not about moolah. He just always forgets to renew it until it cuts off, and then he does it. Like,
Has Salah never heard of direct debits, Chantal? Thought your husband took care of everything. Doesn't really sound like it, does it?
I get mad because I use the router. I don't use phone data. So, because we have a portable router. So, no, Sarah, I need the Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, because I'm a friggin' loser. I don't know how Salah pays it, Big Korean. He does it. I don't do it, so I don't know where he goes, what he does. I don't even know what company he uses for the router.
Wow, Chantal, you really don't know anything, do you? I'm not sure I'd be comfortable like that, with so little knowledge. I can probably guess that anybody that's watching this video right now, they know who their broadband provider is, or their wireless provider is. They'll know about whether it's been paid by direct debit, because these things are normally set up by direct debit. I can't imagine anyone else watching this video would be so content not knowing anything about how the bills are getting paid, by what method, where, when, who. And if you're getting repeatedly cut off on your broadband or your wireless, then obviously there's a problem there somewhere, isn't there? Puts you in a very vulnerable position, Chantal, because you really don't know what bills he's paying, do you? You don't know what those bills comprise of. So he's just telling you, oh yes, I'm paying this every month, this and that every month. Don't worry, darling, I pay all of it every month. All these things, car payment, rent, all that, don't worry. How do you know? You don't know. You just said. He could be skipping out on rent on that place for all you know. For all you know, in the background, the landlord could be preparing to evict you. Or maybe you know that. Maybe that's why the kitchen's so empty. Definitely something afoot.
No, he didn't shut it off. There's no conspiracy. It just happens like every month. He forgets when it's due. I don't know why, but he just doesn't, think of it, and then it gets cut off, and then he pays it right away, and it gets back on again. He does the same with the cell phone bill, and I can't get a hold of him, right? What if I get stuck in the fucking elevator?
Really?
So I got a latte. They put my name as Crystal. Chantal. Chantal! Grande iced latte, sugar-free caramel syrup with oat milk.
Sure, Jan.
Trust me, if I was the one responsible for paying the bills, the internet, it would be paid.
Sure, Jan.
Yum, look at this. So 2 of these is 700 fills. I don't know how much that is, but... Okay, there's tahini, falafel, pickles, mint, eggplant. Let's go for it, yalla. Bismillah.
That sandwich is ginormous. And you've bought 2 of those.
Hey, Bear. I know, Missy. You're good. Hey, Mary. We're using free Wi-Fi.
Really?
No home training whatsoever.
I have to test my blood sugar in 2 hours to see if the Unicity works.
Well, Chantal, being as that's the second sandwich you're on, I sincerely doubt that your blood sugar is going to be within any normal range whatsoever.
Why didn't I just get one? I didn't realize they were this huge.
Sure, Jan.
But I'm still hungry.
How can you still be hungry after that sandwich? That first one? It was huge. Oh, never mind. It's you, of course, isn't it? Gluttony is your middle name.
Thanks, Jada. You want falafel?
Judging the way she's eating these sandwiches, the presence of the white sauce halfway across her face, I'm assuming it's feeder content again.
That's it. That's all I got. I wanted to sit inside, but they were playing loud Arabic music. When we get this, I don't usually get this big one.
Sure, Jan.
Or I don't remember them being this big, but when we get falafel from somewhere else, I usually get 2. And Salah will get like 4 or 5.
That is one big pile of shit.
Vegans have a clear conscience, that's true.
Ugh.
Onik? Man, I wish I wasn't diabetic. They have a Kuwait celebration brownie and a cheesecake in there to die for. They didn't give me any napkins. He doesn't like me to go out at night, but...
Really, Chantal? He doesn't care. You've been out at night time on numerous occasions. He's not bothered.
The water went down the wrong hole. Good night, Dana. Yeah, he's usually in chat. Tiffany's phone died. He doesn't have a regular job signal. He makes his own time. Are you going out with Salah or us? Actually, Salah might have to be at it with his friends tonight. So that's why I was thinking of taking you guys. Because you're my only friends.
Chantal, when even your Beezers are wondering where Salah is and noticing that he's no longer in chat, then you've got problems. Everybody's noticing that he's hardly around anymore, and now all of a sudden he's going out tonight. He's done. Just admit it. Shame the devil. Tell the truth for once. Be novelty. Be something new for you to try.
You guys saw how much I pay in debt every month. I don't know how you think that we're going to be, if he didn't work, he would be booted out of here. Furthermore, how are we paying, this car payment a month is almost $900 because he doesn't like to have debts for long. He doesn't have any debt except this car, which will be paid off in, how long have we had this year? Maybe a year and a half, it'll be paid off.
Chantal, those payments prove nothing. And secondly, Salah could tell you absolutely anything about how much the payments are on the cherry. You wouldn't know any differently. You don't even recognise the currency, what it looks like. And you can't, for the life of you, convert from Kuwaiti dinar to Canadian dollars and vice versa. So how do you know? He could be telling you anything. The payment could easily be half that. And he's got all that extra to himself every month gratis because you're an nincompoop.
He's smart. He's smart with his money. Yep, 900. Yep. Oh yeah, for Fueg, because look at most people get a car payment for 5 or 6 years, so they pay less, but then it's like takes forever to pay off, right? He's smart that way because this will still have warranty. It'll still be very well maintained and work well.
You serious?
So the resale value will be a lot more. We'll get a lot more money than if we paid 5 or 6 years, you know?
Really?
It's hectic. It's not my problem. So, yeah. Yeah, it's only financed for a couple of years. I don't know exactly how many, I think free, but we've already had this sherry for what, over a year? So there's maybe a year and a half left, and that's it.
Don't worry, Chantal. I'm sure you'll have wrecked the car long before then.
You know, it'll be his car, our car, whatever. And then, you know, only pay cash. Well, who has over 30,000 cash? He used to pay his cars cash. His old Honda Accord, he paid with cash for that. Oh yeah, Anna. I don't know, Fufuy, but resale value goes down when you buy a car. You literally don't have to answer some of these questions for nosy people. I know, Deirdre. I always get in the trap. He's not rich, but he's smart. You don't have to be rich if you're smart. If you're rich and smart, Well, no, he's not rich. I never said he was rich.
Yes, you did. You certainly picked him up when you were going off to meet him. And you told us that he had his own house.
I said he collects money? Where? He literally just, like, collects money. That's all he does. He barely puts in any work. He collects his money, his income, his paychecks.
That's not what you said last night.
Yeah, he collects his money that he earns. His share. He's a shareholder. He invested in a business here, and he's a shareholder, so he collects his money. He doesn't go, like, to work, you know, on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, he just sits back and collects the money, exactly. Because people were like, he doesn't work at normal, he's always sleeping, he's not out at normal hours, blah, 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 like at work 9 to 5. When you're a business owner, you just sit back and collect your earnings.
Well, dear viewers, did you know that? That as a business owner, you can just sit back and collect all the money? No, I don't know any business owners that simply sit back and collect all the money. They're in all the time working and working damn hard to ensure that their business remains afloat.
Actually, Claire, why would he want a new source of income if he doesn't need it? Like, I don't get your point. No, that's okay, Tracy. You can leave her, whatever. Why would he be out of bed? Like, you don't know what time he went to bed. You know, like, he has to sleep.
Well, Foodie, maybe it's because of this, that for as long as you have debts and that bankruptcy is still on your records, he can't go to Canada. So you'd think he'd want to earn extra money to help you clear that debt as fast as possible and therefore expedite his entry into Canada. Not that there's much chance of him getting into Canada anyway, but I'm just saying if that happened to be the case.
You don't know how much he makes. Like, if you were earning enough money with having to do less, why would you want to? You probably wouldn't either. But we do want to do more things. Like, another good side income is our couples channel. Honestly, even if we only do one video a week, we were making pretty decent money.
You serious?
Why should he get out of bed and go find another job when he makes a good enough living doing what he's doing? Like,
well, Chantal, he can't be making that much of a good living if you're e-begging for cameos all the while.
My dad is a shareholder in a big company, but he's very actively involved in decision making. How do you know he's not? He is involved in the decision making. He's very involved. Salah's at business meetings a lot too. It's not the same kind of business. You don't know what it's like here. You don't know what kind of business, like what it's involved in, you know.
Business is business, love, no matter where you are in the world.
I don't think that it's like anybody's business, you know. Yeah, for what he does, like his how he makes money is no one's business. He makes money, you know. I'm not lying. That's the thing. But I'm not going to tell you every detail about his business and his life. It's not your business. It's his.
Well, the other day you said you didn't know how he made his money or what he did. You weren't sure. So, make your mind up, Foodie. Pick a lane. You either know or you don't know. And while we're on the business of you saying, oh, it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business what my husband does. I mean, just because he's in the bedrooms all the while, I don't have to explain to anybody. Well, don't make it part of your content then. Don't sort of big him up to all of us saying, oh, he's this business mogul. He's got this massive warehouse and, you know, this huge company and he makes loads of money. That's how you described him to everybody. He's Vandelay Fragrance Company. You're the one that told us all of that. So if you don't want us to speculate, don't tell us to begin with.
What does my receipts have to do with his business, Marissa? It has to do with my debt. Because people were saying that I don't pay my debt. They don't think I pay my debts.
The reason why nobody believes you, Foodie, is because you constantly lie. Lie, 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 lie. All the time. If your mouth's moving, you're lying. So people are bound to speculate. And like I say, these receipts that you put up on the internet, up on YouTube, they're too vague. Like I say, if you're paying off your debts, then it should say the company of who that debt is going to in the payment that you're sending. So the fact that it says miscellaneous payment could be a payment to anybody, anywhere. Again, like I say, that it's Salah you're sending that money to, not for your debt. Salah, so he can pay the car and the rent and skim some off the top. Because you've got no idea how much the bills are or what bills are coming out and when, where and who.
Yeah, we're married, but in Islam, you know, the belief is you have your money, he has his money. And it's highly frowned upon for him to go into your pockets.
Is it frowned upon for you to go into his pockets, though, Foodie? You know, when you've been sneaking off with his wallet and his cards. What does Islam say about that?
Why would dirty text messages that are private have any relation to, especially for Canada? Like, if you ever came to Canada, that's so stupid. And there's literally no proof that they're his. So, no. Just a bunch of Islamophobic haters making up shit as usual.
That's your go-to, isn't it, Foodie? When you're losing an argument and you're running out of things or excuses that you can think of, you go, you guys, they're just Islamophobic haters. Yeah, I mean, what are they doing asking me questions about the dirty text messages? I mean, I know I came online and I was there sobbing in the car going, I gave my cats away for you. You know, and then he had that apology that he wrote out and all that. But no, I'm just going to say it's all fake now and it's all in your imagination. And if you don't believe me, then, well, you're just Islamophobic. No, Foodie, we're not Islamophobic. We're just not stupid.
Well, his extremists, are you talking about hitting Bashar, the Syrian dictator, in the face with shoes? It doesn't matter because Bashar has been bye-bye. So all of that extremist shit against Syria, not Kuwait, doesn't matter anymore.
Well, I think Canadian immigration might have slightly different views on that, Foodie.
He's not a refugee from that regime because Bashar, the dog, is gone. Bye! And if he ever comes back, he'll probably be assassinated. Beating your wife if she doesn't listen? Please. I don't listen to him every day. He's never laid a finger on me. I don't even know what you're talking about, but, like, if that's true, whatever. Like, you're looking at Facebook posts, if that's true, from, like, probably 11 years ago. That's not his voice, Pookie. Yeah, you can. You can do AI voice easily. You want me to prove it?
No, don't need you to prove it. Your reaction in December 2023 was ample enough proof. So, there you have it.
Canada doesn't give a shit. Do you think, number one, that anyone would have access to his spousal sponsorship application for Canada, if and when that happens? Number two, do you think they're going to give a shit about some private DMs? No.
Like I say, Canadian immigration might feel very, very differently, Foodie. And there's not a thing you can do about it, and that pisses you off because you know that this is completely out of your hands and nothing you can do or say or how much kicking and screaming won't change the outcome one iota.
Beezer perfume actually sold out. True, teardrop. I need to go to the bathroom, and there's one here. Yeah, Dougie, he's okay. Even woof woof doesn't even sound like him, so you can think what you want. Trolls always try to make shit up. They make up screenshots all the time.
Well, you certainly believed them, didn't you? When you were crying in your car in Canada and screaming about, I can't forget to wait for you. So, you know, you certainly believed it back then. And then just the other day, you were saying how that he'd sent those messages, but that he wasn't cheating on you because you had broken up at the time and you weren't going to be going back, and you know, because of that he strayed and that was why. And then obviously then that changed again because you keep changing the story so often. It's a pity you don't change your clothes as often as you change your story, to be honest. He had that whole apology. You made him spit out that whole apology that you wrote for him online. You went on Lolco's just recently, and there you were outing his fetish again for the second time. Actually, I have a little clip of the Lolco disaster, Chantal, of you laughing along with the rest of the crew about your husband's fetishes and how sick and twisted you thought it was. Let's take a quick look.
Kai Bella.
Yeah, Guy Bella.
Yeah, that's the person that happened with.
Reality, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to drop you. Grace, get your ass back in here.
Like, what is that goes through a woman's mind when a man goes, I want to shit on you, and you agree to it? Like, I don't think I could ever agree to that.
Yeah. I couldn't be on either end of that.
I can tell you what goes through their mind. I'm a toilet today. I'm a toilet.
It's a whole fetish. I don't know. I'm vanilla, like I said. I just starfish and that's it.
Sounds like he's chocolate.
What the fuck is vanilla? I don't get it. Wonder why you got a bush.
Would you rather Rocky Road or vanilla?
So
Obviously, Rocky Road.
listen. When you say vanilla and you say it's boring, it's not boring, because everything outside of that is fucking weirdos that need to be fucking eliminated from Earth. We're trying to procreate. We're trying to make more children. You know, we're trying to have like babies and stuff. Like if you need to poop on someone else in order to get fucking hard, the rest of our species is failed. Do you understand this, you fucking weirdos?
Bloodline needs to decease.
Yeah. Damn.
Yours too, bro.
Whatever floats your boat. I don't know.
So, you know, Foodie, if you're gonna try and bullshit, you've got to come up with better stuff than this.
And if for some reason we get kicked out of Kuwait, we'll move and survive. You're never gonna fucking get us. So keep trying. Who cares, spleen? Why are people still even talking about that? It happened, like, the fake event happened how long ago? Whatever you're talking about happened how long ago?
Oh, you nearly slipped there, didn't you, Foodie? You said it happened. Oh, the fake event happened. I mean, oh goodness, I can't keep the lies straight in my head. I'll keep forgetting. Oh, and what was it I said about 5 minutes ago? Oh, good grief, this Beezers brain is terrible. Oh, I think all the facts and all the rest of it have solidified, and it's impeding blood flow to my brain, so I can't think straight. Oh, so anyway, I can't think of anything else to say, so I'm just gonna say, stuff you.
Why does it matter to you? Our marriage has gone on and is thriving.
You serious?
We're fine. We survived. I know that makes you mad. I know you really want to see me miserable, kicked out of Kuwait, single, and it's not going to happen. You don't know anything about his sister, and don't bring her name up. Block. See you. Like, leave his family out of it. Leave his life, his business. Worry about your own fucking life. Like, you're here to watch my live streams, my videos. You're not here to know about our personal life. It's not your business.
Remember, Beezers, this is what she wants. She doesn't want you to have a say or a mind or an opinion of any description. You just gotta keep coughing up money, paying for membership and cameos, and keeping your gobs shut. That's what she wants from her Beezers. Not people that can think independently.
Exactly. Where's your handsomest man? Unapologetically married. Just tell the haters to suck it. Your happiness is what pisses them off. Thank you, Mary. You don't want to have an accident. Thank you so much, Mary. I appreciate you. I probably even talk. I'm probably even too open and like honest about everything. You know.
You serious?
I used to have a friend. She looked like Beyonce, okay? Anyway, she was really gorgeous. Her boyfriend was obsessed with my body, like would ask me questions about like, you know, very intimate questions. That's why they're saying that's why I went to Thailand. To have to do that over there. To have business over there. No, I went there for visa purposes. For long-term visa, not for tourist visa. Because when you get a family visa, you have to leave the country for a long time. While your husband stays in the country to fill out papers and apply for you. That's fucking why, okay? So you can wait all friggin' month long in March for me to travel. It ain't gonna happen.
Sure, Jan.
Anyways. Idiots. Idiot! Seriously. That's a serious accusation. You have to keep them safe from your husband. Poor teardrop. Savage. I understand visa pain. But the thing is like, people use that as some kind of like flex. Trying to know my visa status. Like, I'm not a native from this country. Of course I'm gonna have a visa. And even if it's not, even if it was a tourist visa, who gives a shit? Like, how is that my fault? They're talking about my visa runs, Barbara. Because I said why I went to Thailand. And I said, obviously, I'm not going to tell you that. So obviously, just said Salah had something come up. Like, what else am I going to say? People are going to wonder why I'm in Thailand for a month. Anyway, okay, guys, thanks for beezing.
Well, guys, that's it for this video. Whew, that was a long one, wasn't it? And as you can see, she was not in a good mood. Well, I really appreciate you coming along and listening to me waffle on. Thank you ever so much. If you liked the video, drop a like. If there's anything else you'd like to see, any other content you'd like me to cover, drop me a message down in the comments box below. And I'll see you guys all again soon. Take care now. Bye.